Yeah. Yeah. Seven 20 a.m. was my entry gold buy. It was like it was 5 minute trade. I got 10 pips and I closed my trade. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. News. Okay. This 5 minute entry was really good. This one. Yeah. And you haven't moved your stop loss in this entry? Okay. Mm, okay, okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. People are asking question in Zoom chat. US US 30 god. Two 2%. Yeah. Setup was very good. 30-minute peak fill and 5-minute structure was also very good. Yeah. Uh, no, I can't hear you.
Oh man. Hey brothers and sisters. Sorry, okay, I'm closing here. Yeah, I'm closing here. I'm gonna close this. before if 90% of whatever I had run, if it hits the P now, yeah, because this is a rejection. Now we're going down for sure. Okay, so let's go to GJ. It was a good trade, anyways. Can you guys hear me? Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now I can
Uh,
hear you on YouTube.
oh, jeez. I'm sorry. What is this? GG rejecting a major zone. Okay, so let's do a fresh analysis. What do you guys think? No, we don't have time for that. People want answers right now. All right. This is let's go for the daily higher time frame. They don't lie. And oh, it came from my stop loss, so it was a nice take profit there. Okay, so monthly, most importantly, we are correct in the monthly. We already know that. Let's go for the weekly. We are in the middle of a place where we could literally reverse to continue going up. So we have to keep that in mind because even a swing trade makes sense from any area that we see a good reversal. Now, the daily is this is tricky here because this is not a daily doing a structure here. This is daily doing a continuation because we only see one candle looking up. So this is one straight impulse. Okay, this is a resistance, and this resistance is lower than the previous one. Now the confirmation for a resistance is either a key level or two consecutive candles. And the question is this a key level? And I have it there as a key level, but it's a tricky one. This is just a big zone. So yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so we have here, the previous one was this. So what I made, but that's okay. That's still a structure. So the 4 hour is bearish. I would keep it bearish, especially because with that day when we broke this trend line, we fell really hard and we fell down to here. Now, the if I were looking for any trade today, intraday, I would go with the daily, which is bearish. So this is tricky because we rejected a major zone here. Now I have to do this because now we rejected this zone with structure now more than once. So now this is a green zone. And this thing here, the 4 hour, yeah, rejected, yes. So this is big, this is important. So this rejection makes sense, but the closure of the candle is still bearish. So that what that means is you go to the 1 hour, look for a strong level, and whatever rejects that strong level, which is pretty much we're here, whatever rejects this strong level could be sold today. Let me see. We rejected here, moved up. We rejected. Now this was wow. This is an interesting area. So this is. I think we're gonna have to go to the lower time frames. Okay, this one makes more sense because we created this here. Oh, I remember this because I was open this for like almost the whole day, and this reacted here. This may be a news event, and yes, okay. So this. So from here, if I were, gonna have to pull the chat and put it here because if not, I'm gonna miss people telling me anything. Yeah, gold did a double top on the 5 minutes, so be careful. That correction might be really deep, but we're still bullish on gold. Just keep that in mind. That we're gonna correct most likely, but now gold is bullish. Gold is easy today. Gold is just so look at this. This is over, right? This is over. This ended up being just this. I closed like 90% of the whole thing here, right? This is over too. This ended up being this. And now it's coming for this one. You have a double structure rejection. This is correcting. This doesn't mean you have to sell unless you are, you want to cowboy that one because it has a little bit of a good probability to come all the way down to here, even here, and still not break structure. So you have a lot of space. I wouldn't go for it, even without all of these rejections are really good to sell. I still wouldn't sell it because I always like to go with the trend. Same way I took this last buy. Um, I would wait for a support on gold and look for another buy. I'm done with for the day, but I would. That's what I would do. Actually, I'm gonna monitor. Oh, you see this rejection? So you can monitor this because a rejection from whatever this freaking thumb. This is weird. What's going on here? But it's strong. Look at this. A lot of orders here, fluctuating. Reactions here, reaction here to continue coming down. When we had a big drop, this still respected the area and did a last kiss here just to drop. So whatever we reject here should be a nice sell, probabilities wise. So it would make sense to sell this area here. This is 158.61. That's based on probabilities. You want to go with the trend. This rejection makes sense because this is a strong level, but it doesn't mean we have to keep going up. Now the closure of the candles in the 30-minute are happening here. And the 1 hour are happening around the same place, just pretty much a week. And yeah, nothing weird here. So I would sell. I would look for sales. I don't see why I should be buying if it is not for the fact that that area could become the reversal point, but then now you're guessing. You're guessing. So at that point, that would be a cowboy thing to think for buys. Now, the area has been rejecting a lot. That's typically when I'm swing trading. That's what I look for. Let me see this if I were swing trading. Let me kind of like set up my mind to the swing trading view. This is what I would consider a entry point. The limit, I'm sorry, the limit of the zone. Yeah, that would be a limit. And then there would be another limit around here. So if I were looking for buys, I would be looking for the weekly reaction. We visited the weekly and we tapped into we tapped into this. Oh, look at gold, man. You're kidding me, right? Don't tell me you're gonna go up, gold. And let me see. Yeah, we tapped into the zone, so that's interesting. We could actually reverse. This is the limit from where you could expect the weekly to hold and reverse. And we tapped into it, which is what happened with gold. Last time I was checking the charts, I said, we tapped into it. So, it still has steam to go up. So, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to go up, and this is exactly what happened today. So I would keep buying now gold. Gold to me now is buys, like officially from this day and tomorrow and any day. So the only way I wouldn't be buying it would be if something really weird happens, which is gold breaking below 1827, this thing here. So GJ. Yeah, GJ still sells. GJ still sells. But it's weird, right? It's I'm just aware of this. This business here was in this top here. You see, it was so that area is so important that you look at the 4 hour. They were wicks. They were not even body closures. That's how strong this liquidity zone is. So we could actually start to flip from here, but I wouldn't go for buys unless we break the 4 hour structure. So just keep it with the higher time frame. That's all I can say. Wait for a rejection around here. We are at the NYSC, and this is let's see what happened here. This is Asia, came here. London pushed up. New York. Wow, it did a lot of things today. Go GJ. So this was the breakout from yesterday. This was New York, brought price to here. Asia confirmed the level. London pretty much brought the price nearby the zone, and New York just tapped into it again. Oh wow! So this rejection is happening with high volume. So
uh, Asian market rejected and London rejected from this area, and now New York is rejecting this area.
well, this is Asia,
Yeah,
right? This is the London pre-London high coming. London pushed down again down to here, and this is another. So this is pre-New York, and this is New York officially opening, and this is a double bottom on the 30-minute, which is pretty much what happened yesterday with the 1 hour in gold. And it became the bottom of the whole thing yesterday, gold. So okay, so we could actually see a reversal from here, but then that's the thing. If I'm intraday, if I'm taking an intraday, I prefer to go with the trend. So I would just call it a day, like pretty much. Ooh, wait, what is going on here? Oh crap! Oh, I had a buy limit. I did, like I forgot about that. Wait, what's going on here? I had a buy limit right here, and I forgot about it. It's in profit, but should I leave it alone?
close.
Wait,
New York haven't got better price. It
wait.
is going down.
Yeah, let me close here. Let me get a better entry with confirmation. Just close here, break even. It was coming down when I closed. Yeah, this triggered here. I wasn't paying attention. Wait, 'cause I'm actively trading gold and I'm looking for a buy. So let me see where should I be looking for buys. We closed above. That's good news. So sales make absolutely zero sense. Um, from here makes sense to continue going up. I would have to monitor here. 5 minute close below. What is this? Yeah, this is gonna continue dropping now. Okay, so if you wanted to sell a reversal, yeah, when this one closed bearish, that would have been a good sell because now you had 4 rejections on the 5 minute. I would still not take it. I'm not interested, but it would have been a good sell. It would have been a good quality one at least.
I think gold will come to 1823 level.
Um, Let me mark this here. This is a 4 hour. This is a. So the conclusion with GJ is this could be the reversal to push really hard up, but if you really want to take safe entries, if I were to take safe entries, I mean, for my style, I would wait like I did with gold today. I would wait for GJ instead of just trusting the zone at this point. I would, even though it moved really nicely, I would wait for GJ to break and close this 1 hour above here, and then maybe from here you could flip it because now you have the 1 hour break and also you have the reaction from here. But honestly, I wouldn't even look for that. Like I would leave GJ alone for me, and that's my case. This is me. Obviously, a lot of people might be making a lot of money here, but I prefer to see clear direction. Like right now, this is bearish. If you notice,
Mm,
the daily is bearish, the 4 hour is bearish. Literally, look closure below this. So this does look like a reversal. 1 hour is about to flip the structure, so that's good. So from that point on, if you start to take buys, they make more sense because. But look, if you bought here, you bought and you didn't buy with not even the 1 hour being bullish. So You know, it's money, so I don't play with money like that. And now it would make sense, like if you break this one close above and then you come down, maybe you can start looking for buys. Then what I would do is honestly just leave it alone today. Or you can do the typical Raja style thing. Let me see. You could do that too. Oh, maybe this is what's going on. Oh, look at this chart. Oh. Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. That's why I have so many. I teach like all the styles, and sometimes you find the answer in another one. So maybe this is a retest. Okay. So see, this one gives you even better confirmation information here. So whatever breaks above this zone, oh, the level is right here. It's a little bit higher. Okay, that makes sense. And anything that breaks above the 1 hour this level, but especially that level above this, makes better entries for buys. Now that would make more sense. So this is what I'd say. Anything that breaks 159.800 or 900, what is this? 900? Yeah, 900. Anything that breaks that zone here, I'll flip my bias to buying, and I'll miss this reversal. But I'll have better entries. That's how I see it. The same way I am bullish on gold, and I'm not gonna change my bias because I waited for the flip. Same way I'm gonna do with this thing. This is bearish. It is, yeah, it is reversing here, but I would leave this alone until it officially does, and not look for. Meaning, I would only look for sell still to this point. I know. Yeah. And yeah, so gold. I noticed gold rejected from the deep inside this thing. So let's see what's this thing is gonna do, because I also noticed that from here we could continue going up. You see this? If we close this 30-minute, it is the 30-minute. Oh, this is the 1 hour. If we close this like this, 90 minutes. If we close like this big wick but above the zone, typically that means we're gonna continue going up from here. So I'm gonna watch that. High quality buys today with gold. Gold should be the easiest thing we're gonna see today. Should be. I mean, it is already the easiest thing. I mean, but oh, this is the song. I think from here it's gonna do the move that I wanted. It's not. Maybe it's not gonna. It's not even gonna wait for it. Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay. Goes. I think from here, the buy limit that I had here should have been down here. That's what I think. Let me tell you why. Because this was the structure here. You see this? This is the limit when we were above the zone. This was the limit down here. So anything that is nearby here, which was actually the candle wick, would make sense. Literally, look at this. So actually continued buys from here are still high quality. Even if the 30-minute, even if the 50-minute is like this, buys from here made more sense, and the buy limit should have been here. It's okay. I mean, I made good profits today, but I could I try to find another one. I think that doji there was the entry. Like I said, look, I think that from here we might see the push that I was looking for, but it needed this liquidity. That's why I had a buy limit, now that I think about it. And the buy limit was okay, should have left it alone, because the buy limit, I had it here, and the stop loss was here, and the TP was partial here and up to here. So that was the higher time frame play. Should have left that thing alone. That's okay. That typically happens to me when I'm looking too much at the lower time frames, when I drew something on the higher time frame. Yeah, this makes sense now to push up to the level that I had earlier. This is, look, rejection, rejection, rejection. This was the push up. This is the liquidity area to continue the move up to here. Like the move up to here, and who knows, even if we're gonna continue up. Look, the 1 hour just grabbed all this liquidity, and now we have steam to probably even breaking this thing and moving up to here, which is another level from where we reacted coming down. But coming up, we even have more space to go up. So this thing here could actually, you know, it could actually push and make a move up to here, but the setup was here. It should have been the buy limit. Got distracted with the GJ thing. So you see that entry there, like could drive price up to here. That was the target initially. But since I already had all the entries from earlier, I'm gonna leave it alone. But there, an entry from here to here should have enough limited. Yeah. So this is the 50-minute closure. Yeah, it should drive. You see, this is a doji, but this is liquidity. So now you should have enough steam. Now you only have to be careful about this zone here, because 5 minutes could still come. Yeah, it shouldn't come here. It could come here, grab like create another little bit, like a big smaller structure to continue up, but it wouldn't make too much sense anyways, because we already got the steam from here, so it should push up to here anyways. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this should continue up. Look, breaking. Yeah, today was an easy day for gold. It was too easy, to be honest. It was really easy. Mainly because when I woke up and I saw that we were already here, I said, oh no, this is gonna be easy. This is just the breakout. Breakout and continuation if we want it. Look at that 30-minute. Yeah, that wick here makes sense. Yeah, missed making more money, but made money. Happy. I'm a happy camper. You see here, if I would have taken this one, I would have been obviously TPing again here, moving to break even right down here, and just kind of leaving a runner. And even if you even if you entered here, here is the obvious partial, right? Obviously, look. So even from here to here with the stop loss below here, that makes sense. That's almost 1-to-1. So a partial TP there made sense. Oh, look, another rejection. Oh, wow. So the entry was here that we said, around here to here. Yeah, that's weird. And I said that we could visit down here. Let's see. And just, should I continue the buys from up here? That's a good question. We could continue the buys above here. From here to here is easy. Yeah, from here to here is easy. Anything that breaks above here, after that liquidity especially. This is zone trading for anybody asking. This is zone trading. This is not. So I do some. I do this. This is not a money zone, but it's, you know, behaves a little bit like it. What that means is the price move from one zone to the other. So if it breaks certain limits, there's a really high probability it's just gonna continue the path. It doesn't mean it has to do it in one straight shoot. It typically creates some sort of structure, so you have to count into that the what you would expect of price to do if it wants to grab more better pricing. It's just like this one. You see this buy limit that I had there still would have worked out, and but the better buy limit would have been down here, and that would have been the same thing, the same concept. You know, price breaks a new level, typically revisits before continuing up. So the 30-minute last level was the one that was visited. So that was the last one that made sense to enter for a buy here and to continue going up. So now, you know, now you can BS a lot inside of here because you're really at the top here of the movement. So now you have to wait the higher time frame if you would, to see if it really wants to give you the continuation from here, or if it's going to do any more BSing inside of here before continuing up. I would be surprised if we don't break above here today. I would be surprised because we did a nice clean break of a really strong. This is not blue, this is actually red. This is really, 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 really strong zone here. Of this thing here that we just broke. This is a strong zone here that we just broke. This is the 1830 zone, and we are above it. So now we could expect price to keep driving up from here up to was the next, I mean the one that I had this morning was this, but this is nothing for this price now. This is nothing. This is yeah, 45. You see, this zone here makes sense. So the 46 zone makes sense today. Oh, look at this. So we did have a lot of consolidation in the past inside of here. So that could happen too, right? But that would be still weird after what happened yesterday. We came from 1815. No, this move started 1808. That's why. 1808. Okay. Yeah, but this one. Yeah, then we will have to wait for, you know, for this to. We'll have to wait for this to declare what the intentions are. But it would be buy. I wouldn't sell this. None of this. I would only look for buys. This was the one that I missed. Should have left this one alone. And so I'm not gonna enter here. Even if we break above, even me knowing that if we break above this wick here, I think we're gonna shoot up to here. And this is gonna be dismissed. Probabilities are there for that. Setup is there too. I'm interested to see if it's gonna do it. If we break above here, if we're gonna shoot up. Because there is a zone there. You know what? This is a minor level, so let's mark it. We're ready to TP there. Let's do it like this. This is not 30 minutes, but yeah. I feel tempted today, but I am done. I am done. I am actually, you know what? I should be closing this meta trader. Even though I need,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, I gotta close it because if not, happens what happened yesterday. I got tempted by a friend, showed me something, and he's a good trader, so I took that trade, and that was a bad trade. And I decided to regain that money, which is not wise. No, it's not wise. I did it. I made actually better profits later yesterday, but that's not what you should be doing at all.
Gold is at daily level. There is a lot of wicks are there on a daily candle.
Yeah, but we have to wait for this closure because right now, even though we have three rejections on the 30-minute and a structure on the 15, 1 hour hasn't closed, and we only have one wick and a big liquidity wick here. So this could drive up, which is why I'm saying the moment you see price breaking above 1841.82, you should see this maybe will not hold it, or you should see a sudden move, even driving above the zone if that happens, if that were to happen, which is why I'm just interested to see it happening. The reason for that is, and whenever you see a lot of rejections like this, there's a lot of orders happening here, and the moment the it goes a few pips above it means it's gonna start triggering all the sales from here, and it's gonna shoot up because all of those sales are being all those stop losses are being triggered because there's a lot of people selling the top. So you typically have a lot of people doing this, right? Oh, this is gonna go up. So you have a lot of people doing this, right? The moment this thing enters here, for example, and shoots up from here, like a little bit higher than this. Let's see, you have millions of sales here, or millions of billions of dollars, the same way. Then this triggers price to go up higher because you're triggering all of those sell stops. And what that means is, I mean the stop losses. And a stop loss is just a buy order. I mean, the stop loss you're selling, and for you to get out of the sell, you have to buy. And I mean, the broker has to buy, and pretty much you're triggering a lot of extra buys, which it drives price up higher, and that's why you typically see that happening. I don't know if that makes sense. When you sell, you made the broker sell an amount of whatever currency you're trading, and they lend you the money, supposedly, right? That's what's supposed to happen, unless you're b-booking, which is pretty much almost all the brokers. Now, if they're b-booking, they're trading against you. You see, those sales were placed here, maybe for this. And what happens is that when you sell, you're supposed to place a stop loss here, and for them to recover their money, they have to buy back whatever they sold here, and that's a buy. That's a buy signal for the masses. Um, you would have to, I mean, that's just understanding how the broker works and why price shoots fast when it breaks strong zones like today this. But yeah, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a nice rejection. Okay.
Oof.
1 hour doji. You see this? Even this, even this rejection structure, even this rejection structure, even all of this still does not change my mind to get to look for buys today if I were looking for anything. Just so you know. So even after this, I mean, if I were hyper scalping it, yeah, I could just hyper scalp the sell again, like this one that happened. But if I were looking for high quality, high quality buy orders today, I mean high quality orders today, later maybe. Typically you get it by 10:30. You're gonna get a nice setup if you're looking for extra, extra trades. By 10:30, you should have a continuation setup formed in somewhere, and that would be a buy signal, unless we correct. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to correct. It makes sense to go up, but we could correct. So gotta wait. We gotta see the price. But I would stick to. You notice that whenever I am streaming, I'm a little bit stubborn with a bias, because that has made me profitable. I wasn't profitable when I was flipping biases too fast. Because if you want to flip bias, you have to be really good at, I don't know, at counter trending, and I'm good at counter trending, but when I'm counter trending limit zones, not like anywhere. So since I'm not that good, I always stick to my bias. Look, I'm still, everybody here I think is by now expecting the break above here to see if this is gonna shoot up. Yeah, I think this is gonna shoot up. Look, this is the 10. Oh, this closed. Oh, look at the 1 hour. So the 1 hour now has a big wick. Whatever breaks above here and makes sense to shoot up to higher than this now. Should be, nice shoot up. Makes all the sense in the world. Maybe I should take a small entry at the break. Yeah, could take a small entry. I have enough profit today. It's not about quality entry. If we break above here, I think I'm gonna take a smaller entry.
You just closed your beta trader and again.
Yeah, yeah, literally, I literally it's too high. It's too good. It's too good to let it go. It's too good to let it go. Let me change the risk here. It's too good to let it go. I don't want to let that one go. It's too easy. You know what I'm gonna take, and then I just quick 10 pips and call it a day, for sure. Now for real. Now for real. I just hope it doesn't slip my entry. Let me see.
Yeah, and that is main concern.
I just hope it doesn't slip my entry. Uh, Something like here. I'll be TPing really fast. I just want quick pips, because this is just me playing around with profits. What is this? 20 pips? No, that's okay. You know what? But I could leave a runner. We have a lot of space today. Yeah, I could leave a runner. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it manually if it happens. That's what I'm gonna do. Today is a buying day for gold. 100%. Stop loss. I'm gonna keep it below the 15. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna come on, come on, come on, come on. Tipping here. Okay, now stop loss at break even. Man, it's too easy. This is just too easy. This is
Have you slipped? Your position got slipped?
not really, because I
Oh,
entered.
okay.
Oh, you know why? Because my entry was lower. I noticed. Look, so my entry was actually here. Was better. Too easy, man. This is a break even. Took profits, like 1 pip below this. Yeah, it's just now I'm leaving runners because this is an extra cash. Now I'm for sure done with the day. I'm gonna leave a runner all the way up to, just so you know, I'm leaving this live, saying this live. I'm gonna leave a runner, so I TP there, but I'm gonna leave a runner all the way to here, just in case we see this level today. There's a high chance we see it, so I'm gonna leave a runner all the way up to there. Does that make sense, everybody? Like everything that we said just happened, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Might come for my entry. It's okay. That was extra cash. This is just easy, easy money. Today we're robbing the banks.
Bank robber.
Yeah, the bank robber. Yeah, look at this. So what happened here was what I said. You saw those people selling this stop. All of this got triggered here. This might come for my entry and then continue going up because also that's part of it. Because now those people are pissed, so they flip bias. Now they're looking for better entries. But anyways, we don't you don't have to stress it. This one was a good, my buy limit that I had here was really, really nice. It was a really nice one. Should have left that alone because when I place a higher time frame setup, I should have been, I should by now I should have known better, right? That I trust my higher time frame always more than anything. But that's why you want to go with the bias. That's why you want to go with the trend. You don't want to be guessing. You want to be doing stuff that had like a high probability of happening. So I already um, way before it happened, even with all of those rejections, what did I say? I'm still bullish. I don't care that this looks like a lot of rejections. I'm still bullish. I know what's going on the higher time frame. I know what to expect on the higher time frame. So I keep that in mind. So now we TP'd here, right before we got here. We're leaving a runner, and everybody's happy. I mean, I'm really happy. Today, I had like 4 trades.
I took 3 trades, one BE and one gold buy and one odd JPY buy. JPY sell.
Yeah, I don't know why did I. Yeah, I should. So the only one that pisses me off is a little bit the one that I had buying or the buy order that I had here. This buy from here.
Actually, price was dropping very fast.
Yeah, but that was expected, to be
Yeah,
honest. Like it's just
yeah,
that I
yeah.
sometimes when you stick, so that's why I try to go higher always, because my analysis was on the higher time frame, and if you stick to the 1 minute and 5 minute, you could literally lose the perspective. Literally, you lose perspective if you look too much at the five
Yes.
minute, 1 minute. When you have an analysis that makes sense, what uh Do you look
Actually,
for trend?
you were on the chart. Manual entry was very good.
Nah, you're killing the market, bro. Mr. Wrangler says, do you look for trend base on previous daily candle? No. That's a way to do it. I do that before, like I used to do that. But you, like I said, for scalping, it makes sense. For scalping, it makes sense. But I mainly look at the structure, not at the previous daily candle. Obviously, I look at everything, but my main reason for me to take a trade is always the structure. Always, 100%. Is the structure and the zones and the price. So I look at pricing and I look at structure. And if I don't see a like today, GJ, let's see what's going on with GJ. You see this? Now you have this closed. Yeah. So you see this now. Now from here you could start to look buys as long as you break above here and close above here. I would look for buys. But right now, um, I would miss this buy from here to here, and I'm okay with that because I don't like trades that are not high quality. And for me, for my style of trading, so what I look for is structure. So you see here, this is bearish. You see this is coming down. This is a bearish structure on the 1 hour. You see the 4 hour. This closure was below this one, right? But now it closed at a zone, so that comes into play, right? So now this is a key level that if we break above here on the 4 hour structure, meaning this 4 hour structure breaks above this zone here tomorrow, I would be looking for buys. Then wait, I would also look for, yeah, I could start to look for buys as we break above this on the 4 hour. So structure and price zones is what matters to me. And then I decided, oh, you know what, today is a buying day. Like today, what did I say? The whole morning, even as we were rejecting 1,000 times here, what did I say? I'm still bullish. I'm still buying. I'm not selling anything. Why? Because the bias is clearly bullish. I am so confident that I'm not, that I'm not gonna wait. So that's why even I was done today. This was such a high quality entry from here to here that I had to take it. It's just way too good to just leave it alone. So that one, let me see what happened here. Yeah,
Today gold was very easy,
was too easy.
very easy.
Yeah. Because why was gold so easy? Because the bias for today was way too clear. Look at this. Let's look at the daily. Let's go for the daily. Look. Daily, what do we have here? We have this is a confirmed support on the daily. This was the most important thing for me was this tap here, to be honest. If we didn't tap the zone, I would be that would have been sketchy, but we tapped the liquidity zone. So now we're ready to, if we're gonna flip, we are ready to flip. So now you have the structure to look for. Now, the last resistance was this one, but the most important thing that happened was this nice support here. You have two daily bullish candles. This one breaking above here would have been the break of this, which was the earlier entry this morning. And now this is the continuation. So now you have structure on your favor. So now you look at the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour. Beautiful 4 hour. We're coming up. This is a bullish 4 hour structure. Look at this, just flying. So you just go up with the trend. You go with the trend always. And if you want to help yourself, you can actually grab the wicks of the candles. Try to grab the wicks as much as you can. Do this if you want a visual guide. And there you should have the visual guide. You see, it tends to, it not always you're gonna see like this is a fake out on the trend line, but it doesn't mean you have to take it because of the trend. Look at that. We're tapping into here, and this is 40 pips in from the entry point. 40 pips in. Man, that buy entry from here was perfect. I don't know what was I thinking. I don't know why I closed that one. That was a perfect one. I know why I closed it. I was looking way too much at the lower time frame. Okay, so yeah, so just
We
try to
were
go with the
also
trend.
watching GJ.
Hmm?
At that time, we were also watching GJ chart.
Yeah, yeah, and then yeah,
uh,
somebody was
and
asking me about
prices,
GG.
yeah, and prices started going down very rapidly. Gold.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay. It's
yeah,
okay. It just means I made less money than I could have been making. I but still made money. The most important thing is that you are profitable by the end of the month always. Thanks. Where did you put your stop loss on gold buys? I just arrived here, so I missed the talk before it. Oh no, that was wait. What was your stop loss for this impulse buy? Drifting. Um, right here. The way I drew it. The way I drew it below the 15, I said it before. Yeah, I said it right here. And I said I'm going in for quick pips. That's what I said. So from here, by the way, I had it lower on my MetaTrader, which is why I noticed that I didn't even get slipped. Yeah, it just shut up. You know why I didn't get slipped? Because since it was a little bit lower than the breakout level, because you get slipped when you are right at the breakout level, meaning right at where people have stop losses. So maybe because I had it a little bit lower, it didn't slip me. It was perfect. So the body of this 50-minute was the stop loss. Everything we said that has had a high probability of happening happened. This is not magic. This is probabilities. So there you go. Anybody that was looking for ideas, you can backtest this one, and you had another entry today. So that was an extra entry given after this entry that I did live. But the problem was this one I did it live, but I did it right at the beginning of the stream. So I know that the majority of people missed this one from here to here. This one was way before the stream because this one was placed. Oh, so if you watch on this same channel the recording from the last live session, you're gonna notice when I placed this order here. You're gonna see it by the end of the stream, where I said that I was gonna buy this break here, and I took profits around here. And look, it still happened. So this is the one that I had drawn from before. Look where the stop loss was, below this. So even if I would have left that alone, look, it would have been playing out perfectly. And I said it in the stream, around 60 pips it was. I remember it was around 60 pips. So anybody that wants to see that analysis of why I was so confident about buying from here to here, anything that happened here, you can literally watch the last stream when we were around here before we did all of this bullshit. You're gonna notice why I was so confident about buys today. And I will be confident about buys pretty much for the rest of the anywhere from here now. So all of the following days. So look at this. This is a fake out on the weekly for the trend line, but it's also a fake out that made sense. Look at the weekly. You see this trend? This weekly between today and tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is Friday. Whatever makes price close above, keep this in mind. Whatever makes price close above 1832, 1830 means we are back to bullish territory. So even right now we are back to bullish territory at this moment. So we are really not. So we could see from here a by 2 p.m. I think we're gonna by 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm in New York zone. I'm in Florida, but by 2 p.m. Eastern time, and also we explain why we could expect this boom, this explosion, and that was also because of this liquidity here. So by 2 p.m. we might see before 2 p.m. I'm sorry, before 2 p.m. Even if we do any BS in here on the side, coming sideways and stuff, 1850 is really high probability of happening today, unless there's some other zone that I'm missing. Oh, okay, so I'm missing something here. Does that maybe this was news? Okay, so 1845 is the zone. Oh, we are at 1845. Okay, so there we are. But yeah, we could see 1850 today, for sure. Probabilities are there. We are at the we are here. We are at the 45 level. 45 level. The zone is at 46. That's the zone limit. Yeah, we just tapped into it literally. Okay, that's good. Played out to perfection. Played out to perfection. This one too. Managed here because I wanted it to tap here. Still took 90% here. This pre-eat the runner. Took this buy pending order because it was just way too easy not to take it. We said that it was gonna shoot up. I'm doing the recap just in case because now we can look at anything else you guys want to. Because I'm done with gold today. I'm not touching this anymore. I hope not. No, I'm kidding. Let me put this at break even and just. Now I'm closing. Now I'm closing the thing. Now I'm closing the thing. Now I'm closing the thing. Yeah. There we go. Oh. In this group, yeah, I wouldn't do this. Yeah. If any of you are from that group, the Slack group, and you sold that top, that's dangerous what you did there. Like you're trading against the probabilities. That works, but that doesn't work every single. Like that works less times that it doesn't. That doesn't work. I mean, that works less times that that you would want. So if you do that a lot, you end up long term. You could end up. So the only sales that do when I'm selling tops is this sell actually. This one that I did 2 days ago. I actually sold this top. You guys remember who was there last week? I mean, I actually sold here. This sell, I remember it. You're gonna find it on the other stream, and I close here. But that one has a reasoning. That one was that one made way more sense. And look, we had this massive drop, so I should have held this one. But this one here, selling this didn't make a lot of sense. So that's dangerous. Just keep that in mind if you're here in the group, if you're here in the Zoom, or keep that in mind. You don't wanna counter trend. So what are you guys looking at? Because I'm done with gold. I'm done with trading today. I mean, we could look at anything at this point. Do you stream specific days? Yes, I do. I'm gonna have to put that in the description. So thank you for reminding me. It's look, it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday 9 a.m. Now in the other channel, I pretty much stream every day, right? But I stream Spanglish Mondays and Wednesdays. I say Spanglish because a lot of people still connect in English, still have to answer in English. But um, Mondays and Wednesdays are supposed to be in Spanish. It's just that you could actually connect and still ask questions and and see what I'm doing. And I had another testimonial. I'm gonna ask the person that maybe I can post it. But I had another testimonial of somebody that wasn't profitable, and just following the stream, he ended the month really nicely. Like he's been profitable the last 2 months, just literally just following the stream, which made me really, 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 really like that's how I feel that I was paid. Made me really, really happy to hear that. That just taking the trades and kind of like learning from here, he was able to make money, and he was in a like he already was in another course and classes from gurus and stuff. So if you can learn to trade just by watching this, that's it. That's what this is about. By the way, I'm also learning. So and anytime I see anything new, I'm really excited. Yeah, so far the month has been really nice. This is a nice month. This might be one of my best months of this year. I think I'm gonna end up with 100% profits or something. Not 100, close to 100. Oh, we're having the rejection here. Hopefully it doesn't come from my runner. Let me check. It's the runner is still protected anyway, so it's not that I care that much. Yeah, I think it's gonna come from my runner most likely. That's okay. That was extra cash anyways. Yeah, it's going sideways on the lower time frame. Let me see. Bum 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 bum. Okay. You have this going on. Okay, so I could actually dive deeper again for continuing up, but that's okay. So if it ends my thing, then this runner, this would have been the whole thing at the end of this. Literally less than 1%. This was extra. This was just extra cash, remember? So there was no stress behind this because I know we were gonna shoot up a few pips really fast. But if you really wanted to take this trade, you could. So this breakout trade, you could literally take it with the stop loss below here, because you were expecting only these quick pips here, which is what I did, right? That was me just being like, but you could do this when you're taking breakouts for quick pips. This is hyper scalping too. This is breakout trading. So yeah, you can grab that and boom. I took there like 20, I said it, 20 some pips. That's literally what I was expecting.
I made 11% this week.
Oh wow. Wow. That's really nice.
Yeah. Uh, I took 2% risk and 2% profit. 11.
Hey Joel, how's it going? Just ask your question. What was the reason why it jumped so much? Basically, gold. Like once you broke down like the month, like the resistance, or there were some news or something.
Where is that? What?
Gold. Like what was the reason why? Because it was ranging between yesterday and then today it broke up.
Oh, you mean from here down here?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a fundamental reason, and I'm not gonna give it to you because I'm not good at fundamentals. So for that, you should go for Capital Hungry channel. But if you want the technical aspect, I can give it to you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like how could you have taking that trade? Like,
Look,
how could you cash it up?
so if I was awake, which I wasn't, if I was awake and I was looking at this, I would have been looking at this. See? So for the higher time frames, I do use a lot of trend lines. They work like like magic. So I would have been looking at this. So the moment we had this yesterday, if I see a rejection and a break above here, I would pretty much the same logic that applied for this breakout. A little bit of it would have applied here just because of this. So on the lower time frame, you don't see it very well. Like on the higher time frame, you don't see it very well. You only see this. But on the lower time frames, if you come down and you go deeper and you do this and you do the specific, okay, you know, this is a 30-minute level. So maybe this 4-hour zone, the 30-minute zone is around here. And you could literally do this. So now you know this is a strong 4-hour zone. And this is a lot of consolidation here. So anything that breaks above here, look at this wick. This wick here broke quite above the previous ones and still rejected down to here. So anything that grab liquidity from here, next time we break above with high volume, there's a really high chance you can take a trade, for example, a breakup trade from here all the way up to here. And from here to here should have been really easy pips. Yesterday, now that I remember, yesterday we did something similar. Yesterday I literally over traded this, but that was because this break above here, I had a pending buy order, and all of this was really like quick money. I do a lot of breakouts. So the reason why we came from down below is because we already tapped. So the main reason for me is because we already grabbed the liquidity from here on the structure. This was the main reason. We tapped a 1788. Major. Why is that a reason? Because if you look left, structure daily, rejected here, shoot up. Rejected here, shoot up. Rejected here. Literally, the last time we tapped from here, you see, two rejections. That was literally the beginning of the massive push up that drove price and broke the all-time highs. Almost broke it. So that zone is so strong that it made technical sense that if we wanted to flip from here, we could. Just because those prices that were grabbed here were grabbed by the big guys. They are holding all of this from here.
Okay, and then now, like you were looking into a trade, were you looking to a buy or you were looking to a rejection to check basically retest the support down below?
Well, I mean, up to this point, when we rejected from here 2 days ago, I was bearish. So I thought that from here we could revisit down here again. It actually made technical sense. But the moment we started to form this support, then I became preventive, because at that point it was like GJ today. It was like GJ today. What did I say about GJ this morning? What did I say about GJ this morning? That I was still what? Bearish from here. So even though we moved up, I'm still bearish because this is the inflection point, which is exactly what happened yesterday with gold. We are at the inflection point here, where we really don't know now, because the look at the 4-hour. Now the 4-hour is consolidating a little bit, and it's not giving you a clear sign of what's going on because it's not giving you structure. Now here, if I would have seen this happening, this was this was 5 a.m., right? This ended at 5 a.m. So at 5 a.m., if I was awake and I see this closure above this major zone, I'm buying this. Why? Because now I have major zone here tapped, and now I have another one here. Now, if I erase this so that you can see better, look at this.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So if I see this, I can actually do this. So you see this, you had a major zone here, you had a major zone here. So now anything that closed above here, I would have been buying this thing up to here and leaving runners for sure. Actually, just because of the same reason why I had a buy order here, from here to here, the same reason I would have been leaving for sure runners and only taking half of the profits here. I wouldn't close 90%, I would close just 50% of the thing here. Leave runners up, and maybe this is the one that goes up. But technically, the aspect for this was that we tapped here. This was the technical, so number one reason. Now, from here, we had reasons to believe that we could go down again. Now, this was a fake out. That was the only weird thing. And that was because of the news. Now, if you looked at the stream from 2 days ago, I said that 90% of the time when you have this break so high above, you can actually see it in this chart. Let me go to the, yeah, you see this? This red frame here is to precision to the limit of the red zone. Look, precision. Meaning that whenever you see this wick faking out here, I said it 2 days ago, 90% of the time, this means that we're coming up. Now, what really happened that was weird to me, and never seen this before, is having the wick of the closure of the breakout and how you say this, correcting so deep. Now, it didn't happen before because this was news. So that makes sense now because this was a news event. So news events typically mess up the structure and get better pricing for the big guys. So that makes sense because of that only technically. But then now, honestly, from here, I was more bearish and we actually did go down. From here, I was still yesterday I was bearish. Yesterday I won this one. But I think everybody took this one too because Raya also took this one. And but I had this entry actually from here. Raya, I think he took it.
Yeah, he took a sell like.
Yeah, but he took it here. He waited for this closure and then he started entering like on this flip. So I entered a little bit earlier than him, but we pretty much got the same entries. So pretty much everybody got this one, right? So sales was still in place yesterday. Sales made sense yesterday. And then we had this break above on the 1 hour structure. Like I said today, could happen with GJ. And now we had this. Now, still sales made sense yesterday all the way up to this point. Up to this point. The moment we did this closure here, that was the 4 hour closure with the 1 hour closure. Everything from here and on was buys. So look, like it just became this and this became this, the new support for the continuation. Now the reason why I move up so much the zones is because typically zones behave like this from here to here. They don't look pretty, but that's how they behave. So I move them willy-nilly as it is convenient to me.
So if you were coming now into the market now in gold, and then you see where the price is, would you look into a buy or would you look into a sell? Like, and then based on what? Like, cause right now, if I come in and see the market myself, I'd be like, okay, now the price is being rejected on the yellow zone that you have right there. So which means like, let me wait for a resistance and let me look for a sell to go down and check the support and retest the support, or you will wait for like more confirmation. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm trying to figure out the when you're looking to take a trade based on what, so I can like master that.
I wait for example, I had a buy order here with the stop loss like around here. Because I'm trusting buys the rest of the day. So anything that looks like a buy should be considered today, just today. So until until we do not like until we reach officially we haven't tapped into here. So what that means is I look left and I see relevant levels, and if we haven't tapped into that level, we're still on for buys for the rest of the day. So what that means is 1846.700 looks like it. Yeah. So until we don't see 1846.700 today, I would still be looking for any buy that looks like a buy. Now, for that, then now you have to trust. Like, I really don't like it when we're so far up. Like, for example, today, the last entry that I had live here on the stream was this one. Now, this one was so easy that I was done with the day, and I still had to take it. Why it was so easy? Because we rejected. So we waited out all of this time for like what, 1 hour? It was live, so it was like almost a whole hour rejecting the same specific area. Gave me reasons to believe that the moment we broke above this zone here, we were gonna shoot up. And that's exactly what happened. And I'll actually explain why. So you can actually rewatch that in the same stream. You can go back and you're gonna find when I'm explaining this and explaining what happens with the brokers and typically why price shoot up once you see a lot of rejections in the same zone. Look at this. This is just going up. So if I were looking for more buys, I would be looking for stuff like this actually. The retest of levels and maybe buying the retest of those levels. But you know, that's just not the best entry. The best entry would have been the one that I had here, even the one from here, because this was a stronger level on the daily time frame. This is just us coming up, and or a breakout trade would be, for me personally, more secure, because this was really high. This is like 90% of the time you're gonna win this if you see a lot of rejections exactly at the same place. This one here, you could actually go for it, but then, you know, I'm not specialized in the continuations above the breakout. Like, this is the breakout. This one was easy. This one I take it anytime without flinching. This is easy. I had it here, but you know, even this one. This one here is quality one, actually. You see this? Well, yeah, we're about to close the 15-minute candle. Let me see. Yeah, that's, for example, that would be another entry to continue pushing up to here. I'm not gonna take it. I'm done. But in theory, from here, you have, even though you had this resistance here, in theory, you tapped into the previous zone, strong zone, and now you have a good support here. So in theory, anybody buying here should have a nice probability of moving up here. Now, this specific one is not my specialty, so I wouldn't take this one specifically. So this one I wouldn't take. I did take this one, and I did take this one. Now, the reasoning for this one was because we had 1 and 2. This is just 1, so, you know, still, I think still you have like 60% chance this goes from here to here. But here, I felt like from here to here, I had like a 75% chance. This is me giving, you know, BS numbers from my head, but you know what I mean. Like, when I had this closure here, I did this one live, and I explained why I entered this one, and I took profits here. But this one had 1 and 2, and we were at the breakout. And then we had this liquidity grab from here, and then we had this formation here. This was the last one, right? The entry that I had here. So the entry from here was because we rejected the same zone. Anyways, my point is, you look for, if I were looking for extra buys, I hadn't done anything. The higher probability buys you could have right now is this coming down right now the way it is. And you could keep it here, and this one should shoot up to here. If I were doing this today, like right now. In theory, this should shoot up to here. But like I said, you're supposed to go with whatever it looks like is gonna give you the edge and probabilities of happening, and that's how you're supposed to trade the markets. You don't want to guess. You want to feel confident. The way you feel confident is you do a lot of back testing. So instead of maybe taking this, because maybe you haven't taken this like a lot, like for example, I haven't taken this one that I just dropped. I haven't back tested this like enough. I just seen it happening, but I haven't back tested this one. So I'm not taking this one, right? But that doesn't mean that it doesn't have the good probability of coming up. At least technically, it has the probabilities. But I haven't back tested this one, so I'm just telling you what I see here. Now, the moment you don't feel, there's another thing. The moment you see the charts and you don't feel confident, don't take a trade. Like if you don't feel confident, don't take a trade. And somebody asked me that once, and he told me, "Oh well, but I never feel confident." Well, if you never feel confident, that means you don't have a setup. You don't have an entry. So for trades to happen, you have to back test certain types of setups. For example, this could be your setup. This could be a setup. My setups are now based on what I call context, right? Context based. But you could do setups based on structure, based on candles. A lot of people do that. I think pretty much everybody does that. I do candles, but I mostly do zones. I do zones, rejections, and then I go for it. So I don't have a specific setup that I can draw to you. I do have a lot of them on my head, but I prefer pricing. I prefer to see at the price level and what the price is doing at what time. Like we're about to end the stream at 11, but I already know that from 9:30 up to 11, if we're gonna move up to, oh, that makes sense. So for example, you see the buy that I had here, now that I think about it. So it makes sense that maybe the buy that I had drawn here, maybe makes sense. I don't know, I'm gonna look for.
Go to 30-minute chart. It was by week fill.
Yeah, oh, look at that. Yeah, exactly, like Sanjan was saying. So there you go. So you have a wick fill there. 5 minute makes sense too, to be honest. So this could happen actually. Has a nice probability of happening. So now I have more confirmations. Thank you, Sanjan. And yeah, there you go. And then you go for the setups. Now the 5 minute. Look, it should continue this move, and it has good probabilities of happening, to be honest. All the way up to here. Why? Because we are expecting 1846.700 today. So maybe you go buy it and you trust it and you expect this to happen. Now, if you really want to feel confident, you have to backtest this thing like as much as you can. Like if you end this stream and you don't have a entry setup, you should be working on it like ASAP. You should be working on it every single day.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Joel, man. Appreciate it.
Sure, no problem. Oh, look, this is happening. So the moment we tapped into this yellow zone, if we tap into it, now I would be a little bit worried about not looking more for buys for the rest of the day unless I see something maybe stronger, maybe like a double bottom or whatever. Because at the moment that we tap into the yellow line, we're gonna be at the limit of movement if we do that, right? And structure wise, look at this. So we would be at around this level and around this level. So we could actually shoot up all the way up to here, but still we could see now the rejection for the rest of the day, for tomorrow to maybe continue during Asia, London, a correction, to maybe New York continue going up by Friday, something like that. But yeah, let's see how this one works. I'm just curious about it.
It took a retest here, 140 levels, and again went up.
Yeah,
Was
because
very
this is a
nice.
liquidity area.
Yeah, it was very nice trade on 30-minute chart.
So
I was
this
watching
is
5 minute.
this is literally the same thing that happened here. You see?
Yeah,
Liquidity, tap into the zone,
Yeah.
boom. Look,
And same doji candle. on
yeah,
5 minute.
exactly the same
Same.
thing. liquidity.
doji candle and this one also,
Yeah,
doji
liquidity,
candle.
tap into the zone, boom. So yeah. So see, now you have a setup maybe there. So Oscauri, maybe you can do this. You can say, hey, when we are on a high volume, maybe I can look at the 5 minute or whatever you feel confident or comfortable, and you say, you know what? If we break a strong level, what is price doing when it wants to go up? If it taps here and ends up with a doji against the limit, maybe I can buy this, and
Yeah.
maybe I can buy this.
Next time I will keep this in mind.
Yeah, that's yeah. Look at this, happened twice, and the good thing about it is you're literally buying at the limit. So meaning you have enough space to be wrong. Like I always, like I always say, if you buy the limit, I like buy limits. Like this one should have been placed in this one. If I had a buy limit here, the stop loss would have been around, not necessarily here, but below this. I would have been placing it right here, below this one. So here I would have been having enough space to be wrong, meaning that if this comes back to entry, I could have been placing this at break even really early. Same thing if I
Yeah.
would have placed this one here. That, by the way, I thought about it. So if I did this, I had a space to be wrong because look, it showed up. So if I would have tapped into here, I would have been breaking even a long time ago, and that would have been a partial TP, and then I would have been doing this, which is the runner. By the way, this took out my runner here, obviously. Um, and oh look, it's playing out. I don't know if that makes sense. Do you believe in imbalance corrections like today's upside move from London? I'm sorry, brother. I wasn't looking at the chat on the chat. So do you look? Do you believe in imbalance? I would have to investigate more about it. Uh, Imbalance corrections like today. So so this is how I see the market. You're gonna find out that you're gonna have maybe a million traders with a million different names, and they might be all of them profitable. So if you feel good about a theory that makes sense to you and makes you understand the market in a good way, oh, this is a nice buy setup here, right? Look at this, closed above this. Oh, let's see if it ends up happening. But this from here, even like quick pips, supposedly, based on what I've seen my friends happening. I don't know. Let's see if it happens. So I would have been moving if I were here. I would have been moving stop loss here, protecting this. Um, Whatever you feel. Hey, what's up, Anchor? If whatever you feel works for you, you could have 1 million profitable traders with 1 million ways of looking at the charts. And the most important thing is not, so that's why I do not critique anybody that is profitable. I mainly critique people. I only critique two peoples, and I don't even do that much, to be honest. I only critique any guru or teacher or whatever trader you're saying that is not willing to trade live. And maybe you say, well, you say that so easily because you trade live. Well, yeah, try to trade live and try to see how you feel when you have to commit to something in public, right? So, number one, I do not, let's say I don't respect that much if you're supposedly teaching people and you don't trade live. So that's how it goes for me in my head now, right? Now, if you're not teaching or you don't care about teaching and you don't trade live, obviously that doesn't matter. Now, I only critique if I see that you are a trader, a teacher, you're supposedly teaching people, and you don't have a specific maybe setup. Like you cannot even teach a good way to see the market that is profitable over time. Or if you're not, like I said, or if you're supposedly teaching people, but you never trade, you never show people live how you do it. Um, because I see a lot of gurus sharing their accounts, sharing their meta traders, a lot of profits, but they don't teach people how they did it. how they, and then that's the other thing. You could actually be on a demo account, and even if you're not a demo account and you show big profits, you're not doing any service. You're just marketing. So that's marketing. If you only show profits, big profits, but you're not helping anybody, or you don't teach that, or you're not willing to take that trade live, you're just marketing yourself to maybe sell courses. I do have an academy. Oh, this is nice. I do have an academy in Spanish. Like, not even a lot of people know that I have it because I really don't care about marketing it. Nice. This is a nice move. Look at this. Um,
It was very good trade. Oof. I took only two trade. I stick to my discipline.
yes, yes. I actually believed that this was a nice trade too because uh, I was really tempted, but because I promised I wasn't gonna take another trade, I did it.
Yeah. It is
uh,
very necessary for me to take less trade
yes,
to
yes,
become profitable.
yes. Because then you start messing up. You start chasing
Yeah.
money and chasing
Yeah.
losses.
Yeah.
So my
Yes.
point is this, brother. Imbalance corrections and all of this, I don't know about it, but if it works and you see that there's somebody trading consistently, doing it right, and he talks about that theory, go for it. Use that theory. I honestly, the theories that I trade are based on a lot of chart time. And I mean a lot. I have 3 years of almost every day looking at the charts and trying to understand what price did, why, and during what time, and from what level. This is gonna play out perfect. Wow.
40 pips from candle flip.
Yeah, I'm liking more and more the lower time frames more than before. Yeah, I promised I was gonna look at it more like a month or 2 months ago, and yeah, I'm looking way more at it. It's funny because I only trade 5 minutes and 1 minute on the other thing that I trade that is not forex. Yet here I don't do it.
Boom, crash.
5 minute left. Let's see. Incoming. Wow, beautiful trade. There, I think you have a setup. Like, for example, you see this? This is what I call the ego pit. You could leave it there, or you could just take the profit and don't let your ego play you out. Because now you have all of this. What if you like? Obviously, it's gonna just finish. But sometimes when you're right there, you can just take the profit, take it home, and live with the bag. Because what if it flips from here? You moved all of this.
This one is last 5 minutes of hourly candle.
Boom. There you go. Wow, that was beautiful. Look, now we're reacting. This is over. This is done. Well, I think that was a good example. To be honest, so look at this. Oh, you remember I said about the 1030? Oh, that was the 1030.
Yes.
That was the 1030. There you go. Okay, so that's it. That would have been the end of this. If I came to the charts now I'm messed up because now you could actually reject this whole thing today and stay inside of here. So now I wouldn't look for any more anything else today. I would have been done, which I am, by the way. I'm 4 minutes away from being done. So was a really good day. I I can't say that I didn't enjoy this. I actually enjoyed this a lot. Uh,
people come in middle of streaming and they ask few questions and they leave.
Oh, that's good. You know why? Because they're giving me good questions, and then anybody that
Yeah.
comes and watch the replays now have maybe something that they were was bothering them. So yeah, that's good that they do that. Look at this. Now we could flip. We could actually reject this zone. So now would have been done here. So anybody that was asking questions, that's welcomed. Especially if I know the
Yeah.
answer, because if I don't know the answer, I'm just gonna say I don't know. Like for example, the imbalance thing, I don't know about that. But the only answer I can give you is if it works for you, go for it. So that's why I didn't. I have not much to say about that. If you liked this stream, we pretty much won pretty much we actually won everything. So if you like the stream or you feel like you want to trade live with us, 3 days a week in English, 2 days in Spanish, just give it a like, subscribe, and yeah, we do this for fun and to learn from each other, and yeah, give it a like, share with others that are maybe learning. We are all learning here. I do teach trading because I have a profitable style that I actually teach all the styles, but it's in Spanish. So I have absolutely nothing to sell you. I don't sell subscription. I don't sell coaching. I don't sell. I do coaching. I've done coaching, but just so you know, so this is not me being this is not me being how you say this, like I'm not trying to feel like I'm like too important, but the only coaching I've done, I charge $1,000 per hour if it is a coaching personal session. Just so you know, and you say, hey, why do you charge that? Well, you know why? Because I've done many times $1,000 in 1 hour, so that's how I came up with the price. So the way that I do it is, if you want to learn from me, I can literally teach you for free because I do this every single day. That's a way because when I have to commit 1 hour to one person, it's okay, but then there's a premium for that. Here, I feel like I'm helping a lot of people, so I do this for free. So I don't know if you catch my point. So my point is, we do this just to have fun and help others, pretty much. So I have nothing to sell you. I think from here we could actually reject, and now we could actually start looking for sales. I wouldn't look for sales, by the way. I wouldn't sell none of this. But I'm just saying, it wouldn't make sense for price from here for the rest of the day to reject or go sideways. It would actually make sense. But we could actually continue going up all the way up to 1850 area up here. So I wouldn't sell none of this, even if we reject. Just so you guys know. Okay, so thank you for being here, guys. Subscribe, give it a like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in Spanish. The other channel is in the description below. And or what? Oh, wait. Tomorrow is Friday. Okay, so tomorrow is in English. Oh, it's in the same channel. Okay, so tomorrow I'll see you in this channel. Same time, hopefully, right? So have a great day. Do not overtrade. I know I did, but do not overtrade. And yeah, have a nice one.
Bye bye, Tata. Take care.
Bye bye. Let me see you guys. Have a good one, Joseph, Carlo. Yeah. Gotta update the description. Thank you, bro.